watching Bites with Ben. Thanks for tuning in. We're gonna cook some food. I hope you're in the mood. Hi there, and welcome to the next episode of Bites with Ben. We've got an absolutely fantastic treat for you today. We're in a new premises, a new studio. I'm absolutely bricking it. Cut that one. So today we're making the most incredible burger that you will ever taste in your entire life, and that is a stone cold fact. Just like climate change, there's no denying it. It's the best thing that you're ever going to eat. It's been tried by a total of 3 people, including our very own cameraman. Oh, yeah, sorry, cameraman, director and producer, yeah. He tried the burger for the first time and was rendered completely speechless. He didn't talk for such a long time that I thought he might have been choking. But it turned out it was because of the pure taste sensation that was that burger. In particular, the sauce. We're going to make a really delicious burger sauce with garlic, paprika, and all of the nice things in it. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. Right, so let's get started. We're going to need an onion, this one to be exact. So get slicing. Make sure you're nice and safe. Tuck your fingers away, because I've cut myself every time we've made a video, literally every time without fail. To the point where some of my fans have been requesting that I cut myself for the next video. And that's a little bit dark to me. But I'm thinking about it. Nice and thin, because it's going to go into our burger mix. We don't really want big chunks looking around. Okay, that's going to go into there with the mince, but first we need to get rid of the bits that we're not using. Just literally just get them out of sight. And get your onion into the burger mix. So next, we're going in with our coriander. Get that coriander chopped nice and fine. Beautiful. So Gordon gave me a call just before we started filming today and just asked me not to embarrass him, or not to show him up. I said, okay, on this occasion, Gordon, I won't. Got to respect your peers, you know. Get that into the burger mix. Okay, so we got our coriander, we've got our chopped onion, we've got our beef mince, all in the bowl. Now we're going to go in with our breadcrumbs. These breadcrumbs are homemade. So we're going to get those straight in because they've already been whizzed up in a food processor, nice and easy. Next, this is where the absolute gold comes in. Dijon mustard, sun-dried tomato. For me, sun-dried tomato is the biggest differentiator for this burger. It makes it absolutely delicious. We're going to go in with 2 tablespoons. 1, 2. Dijon mustard, 2 teaspoons. Don't want to go too heavy. Let's get that in there. Nice! Now we're going to go in with just the yolk of an egg, not the whole thing. So tease that yolk out. Don't you just love the feel of an egg white over your fingers? So just the yolk is going in. It's going to help it bind together. And then finally, we're going to go in with our salt and pepper. Pepper first, because that's the first thing I picked up. A little bit of salt. I'm just going by eye here, but you want about a teaspoon. There we go. And then literally just get your hands in. This is the best part. Really intimate. Feels very sensual. You know how I like getting my hand around some meat. Make sure this is evenly distributed. Really get your hands in there, don't be shy. Now that's done, we want to shape them. You can weigh this out. I'm not going to do that. So this is going to be a little bit of a guessing game. Second ball of meat. Third ball of meat. Once they've all been shaped, we're going to get them in the fridge for about half an hour. Just to let them firm up a little bit. There we go, we've got 5. Okay, this shit's done. Now we've got some other shit to move on to. Let's go. Okay, so the burgers are in the fridge, ready to go. What we need to do now is sort out what's going into the burger with it. Starting with a red onion. There it is. So, we're gonna slice our red onion, and we want nice big circles of red onion. So I'm gonna do my best here to keep that shape. By the way, legend has it that most chefs keep vegetables under their hats. Ask Gordon. Create some space. So we're going to get that, just a nice slice. We're probably not going to need all of it because we're only feeding 2. Beautiful. Now, onto our lettuce. Where did I put that? This thing has a lot of storage, it's a bit like a TARDIS. Quite simply going to cut the end off here. So we've got our leaves. Should all come apart, nice. And I'm just going to shred it a little bit, literally with my hands. I'm not going to use my feet because that would be hard work. I don't like having tomatoes in my burgers. If you disagree with me on tomatoes, I'd love to hear from you. We can have a full-blown debate. We can talk about it, tomatoes in, tomatoes out, you know, tomatoes in the sky. But they're not in this burger, okay? And this is the best one in the world. Lettuce is done. Get rid of these parts. I mean, keep them, but you know, off the table, off the table, off the table. And then we're going to move on to our next stage, which is our sauce. Right, so burgers are in the fridge. Next, we're going to make our burger sauce, and for me, this is the taste maker. So, we're going to start with a mayo base. We're going to start with a clove of garlic. We're going to chop this really fine. If you've got a grater, even better, but I ain't got that. We're going to get that in our new bowl. Make sure you get all of it. Perfect. And then we're going to take our mayo. You say mayo. In with it. And I'm going to go in with, let's say, 3 tablespoons. That is our burger sauce. Some really important ingredients. We've got really, really good quality smoked paprika. And I emphasise good quality because this stuff makes a huge difference. It gives everything that kind of lovely smoky barbecue flavour. I can smell it now. So, got a teaspoon of this. It's quite strong, so you don't want to go too heavy. So kind of heat teaspoon like that. Careful, don't sniff it up your nose. And that's going to go into our burger base. Beautiful. Now, these are possibly one of my favourite things in the world. Pickled jalapeños. For this burger, it gives you that kind of acidity that you want from the pickle, but also a little bit of heat. And we're going to chop them up and put them in the burger sauce. Can you believe it? It's going to be delicious. 9 or 10 should do it. Get that out of the way. And then we're just going to chop them up. Get them in there. Don't be shy. And then we have our burger sauce. At this stage, once you've mixed it through, I would highly recommend that you give it a little taste, which is exactly what we're going to do. It might need a little bit of salt. Maybe it needs a little bit of salt. It might need a pinch of salt. Look at that. Beautiful. Make sure it's all mixed through. And then give it a little nibble. Perfect. That's our mayo done. And we're ready to move on to the next stage. Let's go. Welcome to the kitchen. This is our kitchen segment. We're going to get started cooking these burgers up real nice. Let's get cooking. All right. Get the pan nice and hot first. I've got a brand new griddle pan that I'm super excited about. I bought it specifically. So get it nice and hot. I'm going to whack it all the way up to 9. And then we're going to bring it down when we're ready to get the burgers in. We've got bacon. We've got cheese. There's no point in doing a burger unless it's a little bit naughty, right? Okay, so when the pan's nice and hot, bring it down a little bit. A little drizzle of olive oil. I'm just going to give it a little loop around, just so the oil is evenly spread. And then we need to get that really, really hot because we want to seal the meat. And we have a lid here as well, and the reason I want to use a lid is that when we're getting the cheese on top of the burgers, we're going to steam them so the cheese melts over the top. We're going to do these about 3 minutes each side, maybe 2.5 minutes for the second side because the pan's already going to be really hot. Let's get our burgers in. If you can hear a sizzle, which we can, then it's hot enough. I'm really bad at this, leave them alone. Don't play with your meat. I'm doing it again. I wish you could smell what was happening in here right now. It's the smell of success. Let's get cooking. Don't play with your meat. It's not what you're supposed to do. Just leave it alone. I'm just super impatient. I hate waiting for food to cook. Okay, this next part's super exciting. We're going to flip and then we're going to dip our bacon into the pan. So burgers go over. And now we're going to go with just 2 minutes on this side. And our bacon's going in as well. Get a couple of slices of cheese ready to go. Get them ready. Slap them down if you like. Oh. And then very shortly, we're going to get the cheese on top of the burgers. We'll flip our bacon. Flip, flip, Philadelphia. Like that. And the lid's going on. Oh yeah! Who's excited? I starved myself for a week for this. You can see already that cheese. And then we've only got another minute or so left. When that minute's up, we're going to take it off the heat. And then we're going to rest it on our chopping board. Because it's been through a lot. Whoa, not listening to my own advice, am I? That is fucking hot. Use oven gloves or oven rubbers. No, not those rubbers, these rubbers. That's off the heat now. Just have a little look. Do you know what? We don't need to leave this for 30 seconds because these are done. Super careful here. That is hot. Remember it's hot. Get your burger on our chopping board. I just like injuring myself whilst I'm cooking. We want those to rest for just 5 or 10 minutes or so. You don't want them to go cold, but the resting is important because it's going to reabsorb all of those juices during that time. And then here we have it, our burgers resting away. Look at that. And all we've got to do now is build them, which is the fun part. For me, it has to be a brioche bun for a burger. I don't want any of that sesame shit, sesame street, sesame bun, don't want it, right? So we've got 2 buns. Lovely, yeah? Give them a little slicing jig. Careful of your hand. You see how I'm just going straight through to my hand here? Just be really careful. If you're not professional, don't try this. What we're going to do with this is get them into the griddle pan. And not for long. Get these face down like that. Give them a little press. About 30 seconds, 45 seconds, maybe 1 minute, maybe a minute and a half. Be really careful here. Be super careful because I tell you I've burnt them before, baby. I've burnt them before. You can see we're already getting those marks on there. Beautiful, beautiful toasted brioche buns. Perfect. This is all working in beautiful harmony as well because those are resting, the buns are going. Give them the tiniest flip. We don't really want to toast the other side. And then get the buns over here. Here we go. Are you as happy as I am to see that? These are now ready for building, which is what we're going to do next. See you soon. Welcome back. Here we are. The most exciting step. We're going to build these bad boys now. Get your burger sauce good and nice. Here we go. Now we're going to get our lettuce on the bottom bun. Beautiful. Burger time. Just beautiful. Finally, a couple of rings of onion on top. Then doesn't that just make you happy? 2 little babies. Sparklers. Because we're going to give it the proper treatment. Service, please. It's not doing anything. Oh, yeah. It's not ideal that we've got one already burning down. And we haven't even got the other one going. Celebrate good burgers, come on. There we go! Look at that, in perfect synchronisation. Now that's a burger. The most exciting part, we are very fortunate to be graced by the presence of the great director and producer, Martin Tyson. Martin, thank you very much for joining us. We're going to get stuck into these burgers now. This is not sponsored by Camden Hell's Lager, but we've got one each to serve it with our burgers. Very nice. Eat your burger. This is going to be messy. The first time Martin ate this burger, he was completely speechless.
Oh my god, this is the best burger I've ever eaten. It's just fantastic. The texture, the flavour, the smell, it's succulent, it's juicy, it's incredible.
I think he likes it. Well, that's everything from us now. We're going to eat more burgers. I've been Bites with Ben. You've been the best. See you later.